Morning. Bit better morning, bit chilly this morning, but it's dry after a rainy night. Thought I'd just put this on for you today. That I've had a few people coming in the workshop and they have a chat about coaching and cricket and starting the season. They want to have a good year. The big thing for me is you've been in winter nets and where basically you can just stand, as a batter you can just stand and hit the ball. It comes on true, you don't get anything that bounces out of the ordinary, or it's not seaming around particularly. So we come outside and playing in club cricket and you're playing on puddings. So even the clubs that are lucky enough to get really nice covered wickets, they're still going to be slow compared to what you've been just standing and smashing it around in winter nets. And that's what a lot of club nets happens is bowlers run in and the batters just try and smack it as far as they can. So how do we go out and readjust to getting on those horrible slow grass wickets? Well, there's a couple of things. If you can get a mate of yours to just give you some throws. So if you're standing there just having throws, don't just rely on and just stepping and hitting as you normally do. Just try and test yourself a little bit. So we can stand there and just feet together, get the throws coming down, then just use your hands to hit the ball. Just stand and hit the ball. No matter where it bounces, we're going to stand and hit the ball. And as we're hitting it, we're using the hands, the trust of the hands and the eye coordination, that we want to hit that back down into the ground. Okay, so we're having to time the shot, okay, on top of the ball, so we're hitting into the ground. From there, what we can do is just literally stand on the front leg without stepping into the shot, but just stand on the front leg and do the same. You can almost lift the back leg up if you like, just balance on the front leg and do exactly the same. So then that brings the head into position so we can stand and wait for the ball and hit the ball under the eyes. Okay, really good one. And then you can work into stepping and hitting. Step into the ball, lean into it, get that head over the ball. But not only that, try and imagine that you're driving that ball into the ground about 2 yards in front of you every time. Any further, you're going to dink it up in the air from time to time. Try and hit 2 or 3 yards ahead of you. So stand, step, bang, and through. And then start to trust those hands, okay? Really good little things to do. And, let's be honest about it, any bowler who's worth his salt early season is just going to pitch it up. You're not looking to get too many wickets caught behind. It's going to be caught in front of the wicket, majority of it. So just try and think about that when you go out early season and start hitting balls and practicing ready for those games. Another thing, if you've got the luxury of a bit of cash to get another bat, is have a heavier bat. Just go for a heavier bat. Just let it slow everything down a little bit. Delay that striking point. If you're used to using a lighter bat, you get on those slow wickets using a heavier bat. It gives you a bit more power to pump the ball away. If anyone drops it short, you've still got time to get back and whack it, But to be honest, early season as a batter, unless it's really short, you're not looking to be scoring square of the wicket, or pulling. Bowlers shouldn't land it there. It should be all up nice and full, making you play. So we can hit. You've got a heavier bat, you've got a bit more power to put pace on the ball, power on the ball. So it's never a bad thing that. I used to use that a lot. In particular when I was playing county cricket actually, I'd have a heavier bat come into club cricket because it was all a bit slower. Not particularly mid-season when the tracks weren't slower, but everything was a bit slower from county cricket, so you could just stand and pump the ball. So it's not a bad tip to try that. But just a couple of things, easy things to do to get you ready for the season, because It's all been too easy in winter nets, and it always is for the batters. Bowlers, run up, make them drive. Make the batters drive. If you've been bowling in the nets, winter nets, and the batter just is smacking your seat, dragged your length back, you bowl that outside, it's going to be a yard too short. It's yard fuller. Get those batters forward, get them feeling, set your field in front of the wicket, make them make the decision. It's not going to be carrying third slip, that's for sure. So set your field, your catches are in front of the wicket. Okay, and bowl good full areas, make them hit the ball. Really simple. Really simple stuff, but good just to practice when you get a few of you will just be starting to get outside a little bit if you're lucky enough. The ground's still sodden, I know, but you might get a few grass wickets if you're at a nice club with some good covers. So there you go, just a couple of top tips for you, and have a good season.